Thanks for stopping by, guys, and welcome back to Scrap Mechanic. Today's video is going to be another community creations video. This time the theme was a bit more of a joke than normal, with the theme of doors. So I picked out my top 5 posts from the community creations over on Discord, and we're going to take a look at what you guys have created. Now you can count there as 4 doors. There is a 5th door we will look at later, because it lags a lot and I don't want it on the world right now. So without any further ado, let's hop into looking at these. So part of the prompt for doors was, imagine if you took a full-scale creation like 30 bearing, like 30 piston, that style of build that you would normally see on a large-scale tank or something, make a door with that. So the first door we're going to be looking at is by that one, Jacob. And when I actually first did this, I escaped it, let's just say. So the idea is you walk up to the door, you press the switch, and you just go around the door. The door itself doesn't move. Now you're trapped in a room with duckies. So I'm going to hop out, because there's actually no way to leave that I have been able to find, unfortunately, so it's a one-way door. But the first time I walked up to this, I walked up, went, ooh, and then watched it work. Oh, and it fell. Just cut my way out again. So that is the first door we're going to be looking at. The second door we're going to be looking at is by T Needed Here. This is his blast door. And of the ones here is the most, decoratively detailed. I actually quite love some of the texture put on the door. So, press the button. And it seems kind of weird. Just about every door has like a safe room in it with something just on display. With the other room it was the duckies, now it's a mug. But if we come back and close it up, quite like these, the mechanical linkages. There's another door that uses this we'll be looking at in a minute. I love that just locking into the frame that it has. And the next door we're going to be looking at is by Globe Q or Globeck. And it's interesting to say the least, so we're going to press the button. Little step pulls out and like 12 doors open. To reveal a lot of toilet paper. Like a lot of toilet paper. And some duckies. Let's see how many doors we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and a half. I'm not sure if I would consider those bars to be doors. So 8 doors. And we close it. This one, I really like the door shape. I'm not sure where it reminds me of. I'm not sure if it's like Star Wars or Star Trek, but this like door shape is a really nice sci-fi vibe to it. A little bit of an interesting design. Overkill like always, but still not too bad. Now this one is built by Somebody, and this is very much the whole like Star Wars blast doors. So when I open this, it's kind of hard to get a good viewing angle of the door and the switch. It opens up in this like diagonal motion with 4 actual doors on it, like 4 little plates. I close it. It does quite well. Now, I understand what he's going for, but the only issue with this is that I've seen are the pistons themselves are on bearings, Makes you see them down there. Which makes this a very large creation. And it's part of the reason why it's so far off the ground. Is because when you spawn it, the doors are actually like somewhat down here. So just as a test for my own curiosity, I wanted to compact this design a little bit. So instead of the pistons being on bearings, just the doors themselves are. So with this you still get a similar motion, but in a much more compact frame. The only issue with this is where these doors come in directly into each other, so you could, if you wanted to, say, put teeth on it, like interleaving teeth. Like this. If you wanted to do something like that, you could with this design, because the doors come in straight. But you couldn't do it with this one because of how the doors come in from an angle. The teeth would hit each other before they would lock in. So with these 4-door covers, with the So with these 4 doors covered, let's go ahead and take a look at the last door, get it spawned in, and get it ready. Alright, and this is the last door we're going to be looking at. This is by Sprint the Dasher, and this is very much what I meant by make an absurdly large door. This thing has, I think it was 53 bearings and 3 pistons, which is more than some like tanks and things that I've built. This lags like it lags. I'm at 13 frames. There's a lot of people who probably couldn't even play this on their PC. So from this side, let's go ahead and just press the open button. It has a keypad for a combination, but it doesn't actually function. But there we go, the frame rate increased quite a bit. It does that as it opens up. And from this side, it's very anticlimactic. You can't really see much of what's going on. The door just pulls back and slides off to the side. However, I'm going to go ahead and reach in here and close it. We're going to take a look from the other side to see where all the magic happens. Now from this side you can kind of see a bit more what's going on. The door actually has some, I forget what the term is, locking paw, or I don't know, physical beams that go into the frame. So when we open the door in the front, you would have noticed there was holes all the way around the door. Well, these actually lock into it. From what I can tell, the door itself is free floating. So if those weren't there, you could actually just kind of come up to this door and open it, if you really wanted to. But those are what actually locks it into the frame. Now when we press this button, this big mechanism, which is actually functional but also very decorative, and I love it, extends in to the hole in the door and actually unlocks the door, like physically unlocks it. Then the door is pulled back and to the side. And the door's on this giant like hinge, and oh, it's so beautiful. Like it's mechanically functional, and I love it because actually looking at the door, this isn't like a controller driven thing. That key that slots in there is what's actually driving it. And when the key turns, it also locks into the door, so when it pulls back, it actually pulls the door out of its groove and slides it. Let's press it again. This door comes slid out, gets pushed into place, and that little key turns. tracks and slides out of the way. I absolutely love this. This was like exactly what I wanted to see from this submissions. Let's watch it from this side. Let me stand over here. There we go. Because it has this giant hinge. Oh, I love it. Anyway, let's close it one more time, and I think we're going to end out the episode there. So, hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did, please leave a like. Any suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. Enjoy the channel, enjoy what I'm doing. Please subscribe, it helps out a lot. And right now, shares help the channel most. So if you do want to help the channel, please share this episode with a friend. I do want to also thank Ad for being a member over on YouTube and helping make videos like this possible. So, without any further ado, thanks for all the people who submitted for this video. And thank you for watching. Without further ado, thanks for stopping by, thanks for sticking around, and until next time, peace.